What's going on, y'all? I'm Czar, and in this video we're taking a look at Sonnox Claro because it is on sale for just $34 right now until November 30th, 2022. And while I'm excited to see this on sale, I'm a little mad because I did pay $99 for this when it first came out. That was the intro price for it. But here we are, maybe about a year later since it was introduced, and we now have a sale down to $34, making it 75% off at Plug-in Boutique. And of course, I will have a link in the description to check it out. All right, so Claro, let's quickly go over this and let me show you what it can do because it's a pretty cool, just standard parametric EQ, great for general use EQ, but it does a lot of interesting things, and it's really replaced my Sonnox EQ that I've used for a long time. So it has three different views. We have Produce View, Tweak View, and Mix, and each one of these gets a little more, I don't want to say complicated, but we'll say intricate. So with Produce, we have low, mid, and high, and we can just go up or down to boost or cut, and we have fixed selected frequencies. And we can also change the frequency here by moving these sliders. Then in Tweak View, you get more of your standard EQ that you're used to seeing with a RTA analyzer as well. And we have these nice positive and negative words written here. On the top, we've got positives, which are weight, warmth, body, presence, definition, and air. And then we have the negatives here at the bottom: rumble, boom, mud, nasal, harshness, and hiss. And this is just to help you determine some of these EQ points if you're not used to using EQ or learning how to use EQ. And we have that on the Produce as well. We got rumble and weight, warmth, mud, definition, harshness, positive for a negative here that you may find in these ranges. Moving on to my favorite view here, which is the mix. So I've got Claro on all of these tracks on this session right now, which is a band I recorded a few years ago. And in mix, you can now see Claro on all your different tracks, as well as see if there's any frequency clashing and masking going on. And so the star is going to show the plugin instance that you have open up, and that's going to be your focus. But then I can select these other tracks, and you can see it changing EQ there at the bottom. So I like that Claro talks to other instances of Claro. So, like, for example, these overheads, let's add some air. We can do this without going to that plugin instance. And we'll add, let's do 4 dB at about 8K. And we'll do the same on this one. We say 4 dB, about 8K there. So I can I can EQ other tracks. And another one of my favorite features here is we can, let's see, for example, I'm going to take the kick and I'm going to select the bass. And we have a invert EQ option as well, which is something that I've wanted in an EQ in a very long time. One of my favorite features on here. I'll select this. I'll play this and I will EQ the bass, invert it to the EQ on the kick. So basically what that invert EQ is doing is allowing me to cut on the bass while it's boosting on the kick drum, or the opposite, I can boost on the bass and cut on the kick drum. I think I said that backwards. I can cut on the bass, boost on the kick drum, or boost on the bass and cut on the kick drum. And I can do this, of course, across any one of these tracks, just whichever one I have selected, and then whichever one I have in focus. And we can change that as well. I can click the star and put any one of those other tracks in focus, and then select another track to do the invert EQ on. All right, so there is a quick look at Sonnox Claro. Very nice EQ. I said it's replaced my Sonnox EQ that I've used for a long time, and I'd like to see this updated with even some more features in the future. We'll see what they do, but I really like the plugins being able to talk to other instances of the plugin. Definitely not the first plugin to do this. I think the Isotope, Neutron, and Nectar is one of the ones early on that I've seen been able to do this as well. But for $34, very hard EQ to beat, especially when you're looking at just a standard parametric surgical EQ. All right, so there's a look at Sonnox Claro. Definitely let me know what you're using as a just standard EQ. I know a lot of y'all have the Pro EQ from FabFilter. That is one that I don't have. I think I'll probably do a video on the just standard general EQs that I do have. But let me know what you're using. If you're using Claro, definitely let me know as well. I'd like to know what you think about it. And of course, I'll have a link in the description if you want to learn more about this. Check it out or pick it up. If you enjoyed this video, I appreciate a thumbs up. And if you want to continue to see content from me, then you know what to do. Any questions, comments, let me know, and I'll catch y'all next time.